their policy of rapprochement with Iran and their effort to get the nuclear deal created a political climate where the result was a derailment of this policy. So some efforts were intentional. I think some were not.
So that's Josh Meyer. He's a reporter for Politico with Shannon last night, standing by his story that the Obama administration allowed Hezbollah a pass in order to get the Iran nuclear deal done, including allowing Hezbollah to raise money through the sale of illegal drugs around the world. Wow. Former Obama officials dismissed the report. They say it's not true, including former State Department spokeswoman Marie Harf. And Marie, good morning to you back there, well ensconced in Washington, and Brad Blakeman, former Deputy Assistant to President George W. Bush here in New York. And good morning to both of you. Marie, you have been very pointed in your denials of this story. Go ahead and respond to Josh's interview from last evening.
Absolutely. I mean, first, the Obama administration took many actions against Hezbollah, so to say we gave them a pass is just not true. But on this story, what I think happened is there were the sources he had who didn't get their way in policy fights, not because of the Iran nuclear deal, but because the CIA didn't like what they were proposing. DOJ didn't like it for totally unrelated reasons. But it's easier to blame everything they don't like on the Iran nuclear deal because other people don't like it, too. And so there's no evidence to back up their claim that the nuclear deal got this outcome.
He was specifically,
there's just no evidence.
Yeah, he was asked specifically about that and said the following about his sources in the piece. Again, back to the interview last night with Shannon.
To say that the people that I quoted were low-level people is sort of ridiculous. These were the people that led this task force. They were not ideologues. They're not flawed. I don't know what she's talking about.
There it is, Marie. And Brad, your reaction there then?
Look, there's no doubt that there are some things that are known, and there are facts, and that is the Iran deal is a bad deal. And leading up to the Iran deal in 2010, John Brennan, who was assistant to the President Obama at the time for counterterrorism and homeland security, made a speech where he said he's looking for moderate elements of Hezbollah to deal with. They were taking their foot off the gas with one terrorist group in order to make a deal with another one. And it's clear that the incompetence of the Obama administration, whether it's in Iran or letting the Russians march into the Ukraine or the Chinese build military bases out of the South China Sea, appeasement and apology got us to the point where President Trump has now got to fix what President Obama broke all over the world.
Serious matters, no laughing here. Marie, go ahead and respond to that.
Well, it's just when we use the word appeasement and just start naming countries, that's not a serious debate. And I don't know why Brad's bringing up 2010. We didn't even start the Iran talks till the end of 2013. So let's get our timing.
You were leading up to it, Marie.
Okay, I was there, Brad. I was part of this, and I was there. And so let's just get our facts right. This Politico story alleges that we made a DEA project less successful because of the Iran deal. That is not true. There's no evidence to back that up. And just saying it and having sources who say it doesn't make it true. So we can debate Obama foreign policy towards Hezbollah. I'm happy to have that conversation. But when you blame everything you don't like on the nuclear deal, it just becomes a conspiracy theory fest, and it's not
where was
based
Hezbollah
in
getting
reality.
Their money then?
We sanctioned Hezbollah repeatedly.
Terrorism?
Barack Obama signed a Hezbollah sanctions bill. We sanctioned them repeatedly through executive action as well. We took numerous actions against them. Again, debate Hezbollah policy, blame it on the Iran deal. That is just a way to get headlines, but it's not based in what actually happened.
Hezbollah was shattered after the war of 2006 with Israel. They were looking for more money, and how they got it in the end, well, this is what's being reported here now. John Bolton is arguing that the administration under Barack Obama was prepared to give Tehran anything in order to get this deal done. Marie.
I just so fundamentally disagree with that. And let's take a step back. The Iran nuclear deal was important because it took the most pressing threat off the table, which is a nuclear-armed Iran. We can debate the merits of that deal, but trying to get a diplomatic solution is something that Republicans and Democrats have agreed for a very long time is important. We waited months and months. We kept pushing at the negotiating table. We threatened to walk away until we got a good deal, and that's why it's still in place.
This is critical. The sources say the closer we got to the Iran deal, the more these activities went away. Brad, last comment on that. I got to run. Almost out of time.
There is no doubt that Hezbollah, even though they were quote-unquote sanctioned, were given a blind eye by the United States government. We appeased one group to embolden another, and now we're paying the price for that deal.
There's just no evidence for that.
Project Cassandra is the name. Marie, thank you. Brad, thanks for your debating on that as well, okay?
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.
To both of you, thanks for being here.